So 2025 is going to be a year of awakening for a lot of people, especially to you and I. This is why this video is actually very, very important and why you actually need to pay a lot of attention to this. So in 2024, a lot of us actually set goals and vision for ourselves. It could be financial goals, it could be getting an apartment or buying a house for yourself, or it could be starting up that business you actually plan to start for a very long time ago, which is actually good. But the sad part about this is that even till now in 2025, most of the goals we set for ourselves in 2024 are not being accomplished. And why is this? Because there are some several little mistakes that you did not know about that actually prevented you from accomplish those your goals you set in 2024. How do I know, you might ask me? Well, even though you not ask me, I'm still going to tell you. Well, this is actually because I actually went through the same mistake myself. But luckily for me, towards the ending of the year, I was able to go through some deep self-examination, and I went through a lot of programs and seminars that actually helped me to determine a lot of these simple little mistakes that you can actually do that will literally prevent you from accomplishing your goals again in 2025 if you don't actually take note of it. That is why in this video we are going to be sharing 7 things you actually need to do differently if you want 2025 to be your best year yet. At the end of this video, I'm assuring you are going to be learning how you can actually set your goals and how you'll be able to accomplish those goals. And come December 2025, you are going to become the best version of yourself. So let us not waste any of your time. Let's go straight into it. Starting with the very first thing you need to do, which is setting clear visions and goals. Well, I'm sure you have actually heard this a lot of time. Even last year, you heard this, which you actually did, right? Well, the problem here is you actually did this in the wrong way. For you to actually set clear visions and goal for yourself, you need to set SMART goal with the acronym SMART. S-M-A-R-T. Your goals need to be specific, your goals need to be measurable, your goals need to be achievable, your goals need to be relevant, and your goals need to be time bound. Specific. Your goals need to be specific in the form whereby instead of you saying you want to make a lot of money in 2025, rather you are going to say you want to make from $500 to $1,500 by the third or fourth week of every month, focusing on rendering your skills in forms of services and promoting your skills to a lot of clients as much as possible through platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and the rest of that. So with this kind of format, you can see that my goals is actually very specific enough for me to actually know what I want to do, when I want to do them, and how I actually want to accomplish them. Next, your goals need to actually mean to be measurable. Your goals have to be measurable to your present conditions and present situations. For instance, you can't go ahead and say you want to buy the latest Benz in 2025 when you're currently earning 200k as your monthly income. How do you want to do it? I don't know. Well, that one is up to you. But instead of you doing that, this is actually what you should do. So you are going to say by the end of August 2025, you're going to save up on a car deposit by reducing unnecessary bills and cutting down unnecessary spending. By doing this, you have actually created a clear path where these goals are easily attainable. So your goals need to be achievable. So you have to go on to set on goals that are actually achievable and actually realistic. You don't have to just go on and set goals that are not realistic and goals that do not make sense to you. So you actually go to set on goals that are actually realistic and goals that can be achieved. Next one, relevant. Your goals need to be relevant. So your goals have to align with your vision, purpose, and plan for 2025. For instance, let's say you want to be a content creator in 2025. Instead of you saying you're going to wait until you have enough money to actually buy the fancy gadgets so you can make quality videos, but rather what you are going to be doing is that you're going to be making use of what you actually have presently now to make videos and focus more on delivering values to your audience. So by doing this, you're actually focusing on doing the things that are actually necessary for you and eliminating procrastination. And lastly, your goals need to be time bound. If you actually need your goals to be achievable, you need to set a clear deadline. This will actually give you a sense of urgency and want to push you to actually achieve those goals on time. Like for example, let's say you want to write a book in 2025. Instead of you saying I'm going to be writing and publishing a book in 2025, rather this is what you're going to be doing. So you're going to be saying before July, you're going to be writing the first half of the book and completing the other half of the book by the second quarter of the year. Okay, in doing this, you have actually created a deadline for yourself, which will actually give your brain and give your mind a shift in attaining those goals within that period of time you actually set for yourself. So this is a good format you can actually use to set goals for yourself by using this acronym SMART goals. So this is actually very effective for setting SMART goals and actually attaining those goals. So by doing this, you can easily set goals for yourself and actually attain those goals by just doing this common and simple thing. So the next thing you actually need to do rightly in 2025 is you need to avoid self-doubt. Okay, just imagine coming back to this video by December 2025 and realizing that the only thing that stopped you from being that best version of yourself is you. Just because you were afraid of failing, or because you had one self-doubt, or because you thought it was not the right time for you to actually do something, and you actually stop yourself from doing those things, it's going to be something you are going to regret for a very long time. Everybody have the potentials to be great. Just know that at the back of your mind, every single person on earth have the potential to become great, have the potential to become mighty, have the potential to become successful. So everything that you do to get to that height is left onto you. So every decisions you make, every actions you take is left onto you. So in 2025, one thing you should avoid is avoid self-doubt. So moving on to the third thing you actually need to do differently in 2025 is avoid unproductive friends. Okay, while I was a child, I used to hear this advice a lot of time. People always say if you want to become something in life, or you want to become great, or you want to become like something meaningful, the kind of friends you surround yourself with will actually determine what you are going to become. And most of the times when I hear this, I'll just be like, oh, what's your business with my friends? Let me play with my friends I want to be, let me hang out with the kind of people I want to be. But now in 2025, I've actually seen that this is a mistake I made back then, and I'm not going to be making that mistake again. Well, let me give you an example of this. We all know the paper mafia. These are a group of people that are all billionaires now. But if you actually look back to their histories, these are people that were all friends back then. Like they all grew up together, they all share ideas together. And fast forward to today, they are all billionaires. All of them are into like one of the biggest things that are actually moving the tech in today's world. So you should definitely know that nobody is actually having any bad digs on your friends, or nobody is saying your friends are not good or down. But if you actually want to attain a lot of goals, and you actually want to smash those goals for yourself in 2025, and you want to become the best version of yourself in 2025, this 2025, you actually need to surround yourself with friends that will actually push you, friends that are actually productive. One other important thing you actually need to do rightly in 2025 is you need to trim down your focus into doing one or two things. I'll actually recommend you into trimming down your focus doing just one particular thing, because if you actually look out to like everybody that actually successful, that everybody that actually make like names for themselves, everybody that have actually done great things in this life, they were all focused on just one thing. Like so just one thing that actually brought them out to the world. Later on, maybe a lot of billionaires, like after they now made it big, like they now start diverting into different things, investing into other things. But one thing you should know that it's just one thing you need that would actually bring you out to the world. It's just one thing that you need that will actually make you the best version of yourself. It's just one thing that you will need that would actually like bring out the you in you, if you get me. So instead of you wasting your time like diverting, like putting your interest, your power, your resources into multiple things, why don't you just focus all of that into just one thing and actually watch how that thing will actually grow spontaneously. So one thing you should do rightly in 2025 is to eliminate a lot of like just cut down a lot of things you're actually invested in, and just focus all of those your strength, power, money, resources into just one thing. So going down to the fifth thing you actually need to do differently in 2025 is you actually need to cut down on healthy habits. Like your body is actually very, very important, and like they said, health is wealth. And this is one big fact, because if you're not healthy, everything we're actually saying is going to be noise to you. So health is actually important. That is why you actually need to take care of your body with the uttermost respect. You actually need to sleep well. Don't mind anybody that is telling you if you want to make it in life, you should not sleep. That's actually cap. You need to sleep. You need to actually be fit. You need to actually like exercise daily. You need to eat rightly, and make sure you actually take your health seriously, because this is actually very, very crucial. Without your health, you cannot do anything. So your health is very, very important, and this is something you actually need to change. This is the mentality you need to change in 2025, and you need to do them rightly in 2025. Way down to the 6 things we need to do differently in 2025 is you actually need God. Well, this you're not going to hear this like in a lot of places. You're not going to hear this like people saying this a lot of times, but this is actually very, very important. Whatever you're doing in 2025, you actually need God, because it's actually very, very like easier when you have someone guiding you, when you have someone like directing you on how you should do things and how you should go, and like the best paths for you to go, rather than you just toiling around and just like aiming aimlessly. Like I know a lot of people from the Western world and a lot of people like white guys are going to be like, just do things, believe in yourself, blah blah blah, yeah. But I'm telling you, brother, in 2025, if you want like things to actually go like smoothly for you, you need God. So don't take this advice as like a mere joke or fallacy or the rest of that. So one thing you should know, like you should do rightly in this 2025, is actually need to. Okay, going down to the very last one on our list, the seventh thing you actually need to do rightly in 2025 is you need to be patient and you need to be consistent. Oh my god, this is like one of the most important things. If you're not patient and you're not consistent, everything that we have actually listed here is just going to blow off. Like you're just going to be like you're wasting your time. One thing you actually need to understand, and even me myself, I'm still trying to understand this, is how to be patient and how to be consistent. Consistency is actually going to bring out the work, because there's a lot of times, not just like small like content creators, even people that have actually make it. Like sometimes I've actually looked at some songs that are being written by Whiskey and I'll be like, when did this guy actually sing this song? I did not even know about this song. But that's the beauty about consistency. He kept on like making more and making more and making more. Not all of them are going to make sense. Some of them are going to make, and some of them are not going to make. So the beauty of like everything comes out when you are being consistent. You can do all the work, and you're not getting any result. Just keep on being consistent and be patient, and eventually everything is going to pay out. So that is all I have for you today. Come back December 2025. Come and drop your testimony in the comment section below. If you have any contrary opinion to like everything that has been said, if you have anything you want to add, anything you feel that I should have said but I didn't say, you can just write them down in the comment section. And if you've actually found this video very helpful, just make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Make sure you stay tuned. Be blessed.